G'day mates. If you read the financial papers or talk to a flashy advisor in a tailored suit, they will look you dead in the eye and tell you that you need $2 million to retire in Australia. They tell you that if you don't have a massive mountain of cash, you are going to be eating cat food and shivering in the dark for the last 20 years of your life.
It is a lie. And it's a lie designed to keep your money sitting inside their expensive managed funds, generating fees for them while you lay awake at night stressing about a finish line you feel like you'll never cross. Today, we are going to look at the actual, honest math of retiring in Australia. We are going to talk about the Centrelink sweet spot. This is the exact mathematical point where your own superannuation balance and the Australian age pension combine to give you the highest possible income with the least amount of stress.
But I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I am going to tell you the brutal truth about the Centrelink taper rate, the hidden trap that actually penalises Aussies who save just a little bit too much. We are going to cover the rules, the exceptions and the legal strategies to make sure you get every single cent you are entitled to. Grab a cuppa and a notepad because this might be the most important math lesson of your life.
Before we find the sweet spot, we have to be brutally honest about what the age pension actually is. The age pension is not a luxury retirement fund. It is a safety net. In 2026, the maximum full age pension for a couple is roughly $43,000 a year. For a single person, it's around $28,000. Can you survive on that? Yes, but only, and I mean only, if you own your own home outright. If you are trying to pay rent in the current Australian housing market on the age pension alone, you are not living, you are merely existing. You are choosing between electricity and meat. That is the brutal reality.
But if the mortgage is gone, that $43,000 covers your council rates, your insurance, your groceries and your utilities. It keeps the lights on. The goal of the Centrelink sweet spot isn't to live only on the pension. It is to use your superannuation to buy the fun stuff. The holidays, the new car, the nice dinners, while the government pays for the boring stuff.
To get the pension, Centrelink looks at two tests, the income test and the assets test. They apply whichever test gives you the lowest pension amount. For most hard-working Aussies who have been putting money away into their super for 30 years, the income test isn't the problem. It is the assets test that catches them out. Here is the greatest rule in the entire Australian financial system. Your primary residence does not count toward the assets test.
It does not matter if you live in a $500,000 unit in Adelaide or a $3 million mansion in Sydney. If you live in it, Centrelink ignores it. What they do count is everything else. Your superannuation balance, your savings accounts, your cars, your boat, your caravan and your investment properties. All of that gets added up into one big pile. This brings us to the ugliest part of the Aussie retirement system. It's called the taper rate. For a homeowner couple right now, you can have about $450,000 in assets, like your super, and still get the absolute maximum age pension. But for every $1,000 you have above that limit, Centrelink reduces your pension by $3 per fortnight. That's $78 a year. That means if you have an extra $100,000 in super, you lose $7,800 a year in government pension.
Let that sink in. To make up for that lost $7,800, your extra $100,000 in super needs to earn an 8% return, guaranteed, completely risk-free, just to break even. And we all know the market doesn't guarantee anything. This creates a terrifying dead zone. A couple with $800,000 in super often ends up with the exact same total annual income as a couple with $450,000 in super, because the $800K couple loses almost all of their age pension. The couple who save twice as much is essentially punished for it.
I want to pause the math for just a second. I read the comments on the last few videos. Some of you noticed that the voice on these videos sounds a bit funny sometimes. Some of you called it AI slop or asked why I suddenly sounded like an American for a few seconds. I want to be completely straight with you. I am an older bloke. My lungs aren't what they used to be, and I certainly don't have the money to rent a fancy recording studio or hire a professional film crew. If I tried to sit in front of a microphone and talk for 15 minutes straight, my voice would give out and you'd hear me coughing half the time.
So I use technology. I spend hours researching the real data, doing the hard math and typing my heart out at this kitchen table. Then I use software to help me read it out loud so it's clear and loud enough for you to hear. I know it's not perfect. I know the robot occasionally gets confused and drops an American accent, but I use it because the information in my head needs to get to you. The banks won't tell you these numbers. Financial planners will charge you $3,000 just to read you this exact same math. I might be using a computer to speak the words, but the math, the heart and the truth are 100% mine. I care about the everyday Aussie not getting screwed by the system. If you can forgive the occasional robotic glitch, I promise I will keep giving you the honest truth.
All right, back to the numbers. So where is the sweet spot? If you are a homeowner couple, the sweet spot right now is having a combined superannuation and asset balance of roughly $450,000 to $500,000. At this level, you get the full age pension, or very close to it, meaning the government is giving you around $43,000 a year guaranteed. Then you take your $500,000 in super and you draw down a conservative 5% a year. That gives you an extra $25,000 a year tax-free. Combine them together and you have an income of $68,000 a year completely tax-free with a fully paid off house.
You are not rich, but you are incredibly comfortable. And because you are only drawing 5% of your super, that $500,000 will likely last you deep into your late 80s or 90s. If you are a single homeowner, your sweet spot is having around $300,000 to $350,000 in assets. This gets you the full single pension of about $28,000 plus a $15,000 draw from your super, giving you a comfortable $43,000 a year to live on. So, what happens if you have too much money? What if you have $700,000 in super and you're stuck in that taper rate dead zone where Centrelink is cutting your pension to shreds? You need to legally turn assessable assets into exempt assets. And no, I am not talking about hiding cash under the mattress. Centrelink will catch you and you will be in serious trouble. I am talking about playing by their exact rules.
Strategy 1. The primary residence upgrade. Remember rule number 1? Your home is exempt. If you have $200,000 too much in super, you can pull it out, tax-free after 60, and use it to renovate your house. Put on a new roof, install solar panels to kill your electricity bill forever, upgrade the kitchen. You have just permanently reduced your assessable assets by $200,000, instantly boosting your age pension, and you get to live in a much nicer house. Strategy 2. Upgrade the car. A car is an assessable asset, but it depreciates. If you buy a reliable $40,000 car for retirement, your asset value drops naturally over time, which slowly increases your pension over the years. Plus, a newer car means fewer mechanic bills eating into your cash flow. Strategy 3. The gifting rules. You might want to help your kids out with a house deposit. Centrelink allows you to gift up to $10,000 in a single financial year, with a maximum of $30,000 over a rolling 5-year period. It is not a massive amount, but it legally reduces your assets and helps your kids in a brutal economy. Just do not gift $100,000 all at once, or Centrelink will still count it as your asset for 5 whole years under the deprivation rules.
The Australian retirement system is a maze. It is confusing, it is scary, and the taper rate is fundamentally unfair to middle-class savers.
But you do not have to be a victim of it. You do not need $2 million to have a good life. If you pay off your home, aim for the sweet spot and understand how to legally manage your assets, you can combine your hard-earned super with the government's safety net to create a life of absolute peace. Take a breath. Look at your numbers. The finish line is closer than the banks want you to think. If this video helped clear the fog, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next breakdown. And drop a comment below. Let me know if you are aiming for the sweet spot, or if you have any questions about the assets test. I'll read as many as I can. I'm the Retired Aussie. Thanks for trusting me with your time, and I'll see you in the next one.